Hello and welcome to the video, everyone. My name is Teacher Jason, and I have been an ESL teacher for over 18 years, teaching in several countries, including India, Nepal, and Thailand, as well as over 8 years experience teaching online to students just like you all over the world. Today, in this video, we'll be talking about the top 10 idioms used in English. Now, before we begin, let's go ahead and talk about what an idiom is. So, looking right here, what is an idiom? Okay, well, an idiom, here we go. Let's get my arrow here for you. Uh, Now, my idiom is a phrase that, when taken as a whole, has a meaning that you wouldn't be able to understand from the meaning of the individual words. Meaning that when we group these words together to form an idiom, the meaning of those separate words does not matter. It's only the meaning of the whole phrase together. Something to keep in mind as well is that when you're using idioms, you have to keep the wording exactly as it is. You cannot change the idiom because that will change the meaning and also maybe make it not understandable for anyone to be able to get what you're trying to explain. So it's important to make sure that your uh, idioms are used in the correct word order as it comes in to make the idiom make sense. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our next slide here, everyone. Okay, so looking right here, we have our top 10 most used idioms in English conversation. So let's go ahead and begin from here. Okay, looking at our first idiom, we have hit the hay. Now, at first, it seems like a person saying this really wants to punch some hay. That's not what we mean. Uh, but in reality, it means that they're just really tired and they want to go to bed. So at night, when I'm ready to go to bed, I might simply say to my family, "Hey guys, I'm going to hit the hay," meaning I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed. Now, we have a couple sentences here that you can see. It says, John hit the hay earlier tonight because he had to get up early in the morning. The next one says, she was so tired she hit the hay around 8 p.m., meaning she went to bed at 8 p.m. So again, hit the hay means you are really tired and you're ready to go to bed. Now, number two we have is up in the air. If you are unsure about a plan's time, place, or other details, then your plan is up in the air. Nothing is for sure yet. So, going to the movies, but you don't know the time, it's up in the air. Your friend invites you to the beach, but you don't know what day, it's up in the air. Let's look at the example I have down here. Let's see, Jane's plans for the weekend were up in the air because she may or may not have to work. So, because she is unsure of her schedule, her plans are up in the air. So, remember, if someone says to you, let's keep it up in the air, or my plans are up in the air, that means that they are not sure about the details of their plan or if it's even going to happen. Another one that you will see often, number three, is being stabbed in the back. Now, being stabbed in the back means that you have been betrayed by someone who you thought you could trust. Now, when we say betrayed, that means that they did something against your wishes or maybe did something that you did not know beforehand. Our example says she felt like she was stabbed in the back when her partner took credit for her project. So she felt like she was betrayed by her partner and she was stabbed in the back. So remember, if someone says that you feel stabbed in the back or they feel stabbed in the back, that means someone did something against their wishes or without them knowing, and they felt betrayed in some way. Now, number four, it takes two to tango. Now, you might think this is about dancing, but it's not. This idiom means that there is a suspicious situation, then there's more than one culprit, more than one guilty person. So, if the action probably requires two people to do that guilty action or that incorrect action, then it takes two to tango. Our example sentence kind of explains. The girl wasn't the only guilty one. It takes two to tango, meaning that there was someone else besides the girl that did the crime or did the negative action. So, if someone says it takes two to tango, that means that there are at least two people who did something wrong, not just one. Now, number five here, we have kill two birds with one stone. And no, we're not actually killing any birds. Now, when we talk about killing two birds with one stone, that means that we try to get two things done at the same time. It's a single action knocks out one or two tasks or responsibilities, accomplishing two different things at the same time. So let's say you had to go shopping, but you also had to mail a letter. Well, to kill two birds with one stone means that while you're out shopping, you also mail the package you need to. You've killed two birds with one stone. Now, an example you see up at the top is why not go to the post office on your way to the mall and kill two birds with one stone? Meaning they've got two things done at the same time. So, if someone tells you to kill two birds with one stone, remember, it's not about animal cruelty, but it's about getting two tasks done at the same time. Now, we're over halfway done here with number six, which is a piece of cake, which I'm sure many of you have heard before, and I hope that you feel English is a piece of cake. When something's a piece of cake, it's so simple that it's easy as eating one. So, the English test was a piece of cake. I'm sure I passed. Meaning, the English test this person took was so easy, they are sure they got a good score. Moving right along to number seven, cost an arm and a leg. And as you know today, things are so expensive whenever you go shopping or go to the grocery store, you feel like they cost an arm and a leg. Now, this does not mean we cut off an arm and a leg to pay for something, but what it does mean is when something costs an arm and a leg, you won't literally have to cut off an arm and a leg to buy it. It just means that the amount of money, the cost, is very high. It would be painful for your wallet, uh, similar to cutting off an arm and a leg. So let's say there's that new TV you want to buy, but that TV is $1,000. That's a lot of money. It feels like it costs an arm and a leg because it's so expensive. So remember, if someone tells you it costs an arm and a leg, put away the knife. Remember that costing an arm and a leg means something is very expensive and you feel like it would hurt your finances, hurt your wallet. Now, number eight, we have a rule of thumb. Now, a rule of thumb is very simple. It is a rule that is a rule, but it's not precise. So it's around or average or what most people use. So a good example here is in our sentences. As a rule of thumb, you should usually pay for your date's dinner too. So that's not a universal rule. Some people do, some people don't. But in general, or as a rule of thumb, this is done. The rule of thumb is to apply sunscreen every 30 minutes. So it is not precise. It could be 35, it could be 25, but a rule of thumb generally in this case means that you put on the sunscreen once every 30 minutes. That's just a common rule that everyone knows. So remember, when we say it's a rule of thumb, it is a general rule that most people know and follow. Moving right along to number 9, blow off some steam. And sometimes you feel so angry that steam comes out of your ears. Well, not exactly. When we say blow off some steam, what we mean is you are feeling angry and you need to do something to take away that anger, to relieve that steam. So it could be anything from reading a book, uh, going for a run, sitting down and staying calm. But whenever we blow off some steam, we are doing an activity that relaxes you from being angry or upset before. Now, our example sentences can help you in this. Hey, I'm feeling pretty angry right now. I'm going to go blow off some steam. Or, I blow off some steam by reading a book. So remember, when we say blow off some steam, we don't literally mean shooting steam out of your ears, but we do mean doing an action or activity that calms you down from being angry. Last but not least, break a leg. Now, I don't want you to get hurt, but when we say break a leg, we mean that someone is wishing you good luck. Maybe you have a speech, or maybe you're in a play at a theater, and they tell you break a leg. They're not wishing you to get hurt, but they are wishing you to have good luck in the activity that you're doing. So, hey, Fred, break a leg in that interview later today. Or, before she went on stage, her dad told her break a leg. So remember, when I tell you to break a leg, I'm saying good luck, not fall down. Thank you guys for watching so much. I hope you enjoyed this video on the top 10 most useful idioms in English. Again, my name is Teacher Jason. I have over 18 years of experience in teaching English. I'm TEFL certified, and I can adapt any lesson to fit your learning needs. If you would like to follow me to get all of the notifications for when I release new videos or group lessons, please feel free to do that. I hope to see you in class. Thank you again, and have a great day.